Oh, baby. They're bringing this guy out way early.
I feel like this could be a mistake.
I think it may be as well. I mean, SK Telecom definitely has a sniper prepared for this guy, and I feel like the only reasoning behind it, in my mind, is maybe they're saving Hush for another Protoss. Maybe it's Rain.
And, yeah, I mean, maybe so. That's a good point. Rain seems to be a bigger threat than PartinG in general. And I mean, if you keep that in mind, there's still Classic out there as well. So if Classic suddenly goes on a tear, which I don't expect based on his results yesterday, it could be really terrifying, you know. PartinG has a tough time in this matchup. He's 2-5.
Yeah,
I just worry that if you snipe herO, that becomes a big problem that really weakens the roster of CJ. But can you really snipe herO? That's a real question. It's pretty tough to do so.
We saw him take out Sue, one of their best players, twice yesterday. So obviously it's going to be really, really hard. I feel like they're going to use someone else for herO today. But, you know, PartinG still has to lose to him. PartinG could still win in a PvP. You know, he's done it before. He said he has problems in this matchup, but he has a lot of experience as well. Took a best of 3, or best of 7, rather, in a global challenge against Zest.
Yeah, really, really solid Protoss versus Protoss. It's time now for PartinG versus herO. Protoss versus Protoss. Game number 3 for day 2 for SKT versus CJ.
Up here in the top left, in the red for SK Telecom, it's PartinG.
And the bottom right in the blue for CJ Entis, it's herO. Really surprised to see him this early. All the way from Denmark to watch Pro League. Classic SKT Rain will give CJ a nice PartinG. SKT fighting.
I like it, I like it.
The Korean commentators didn't catch the puns.
Yeah.
We did.
We got it.
We got it.
Now, that guy wasn't wearing the headphones. Someone in the audience who is, please go tell him to wear them if he does want to listen to the English commentary.
Yeah. By the way, totally random, off topic. Congratulations, Brendan. You got Legend in Hearthstone last night. I watched you do it. And congrats to you on that, man. That's a pretty tough challenge, pretty big feat.
Thank you. Took a long time, but eventually I finally got it, really focused on getting that.
Oh, Acer fan over here. And a very, you know, peace-loving fan behind him. By the way, I want to mention we have a 10 gate from PartinG. So that's pretty aggressive to start things off.
Very aggressive here. And he's a guy who loves his aggression, so who else to do it besides PartinG? I mean, this is a long map, but still, you know, it's Protoss. You got that warp in. Can definitely still make it work.
Yeah, I wonder what style he's going to show us with this one. Yeah. Probably 3 gateway aggression, I think. Takes a second guess a little bit late.
Well, it's either going to be fast tech or fast aggression. Yeah. That's really what you can always expect from that gateway.
Super fast core before second pylon here. I mean, if you look at the difference in the production tabs, you can really follow quite closely the difference here in production. Like, the second pylon goes up here, obviously first. Oh, this person, Hearts Brood War, SKT since 2008, finally came from Switzerland to watch. BITT man at TeamLiquid.net. Shout out to Endy and somebody else. You guys probably read it faster than me. So I feel bad for not saying it, but shout outs to Endy and other person on the side. Core is done. Warp gate research. No. First a mothership core.
Mothership core. So he's going to get that really, really fast mothership core, and it's going to have a lot of energy. He's going to send it straight to the base of herO. Going to get that really, really good scouting. And he follows it up with a stalker and warp gate research. So still you have to see if this is going to be anything aggressive or just that really, really fast mothership core.
We'll have to wait and see. The mothership core this early can give you a lot of good scouting information. Back at home for herO, he's actually got a second gate and is chrono boosting his own warp gate research. And Sorry, we had an issue with one of the mics. It's all fine now. And both of them going for Twilight Council actually from here. So it looks like two different separate ways to go to the ends here, which is the Twilight Council. So one player, favoring a really fast Mothership Core Scout. The other player favoring a more economic way to get into 2 gateways to go into Blink, where PartinG can add the gateways later and still be okay.
And I feel like as long as PartinG gets the scouting information, it's definitely going to favor him because he's going to know the fact that Blink is on the way, or at least the Twilight Council for now.
And he actually sent us a unit to intercept the Mothership Core. He finds it, and you may be able to deny a scout as that happens. But over here at herO's base, he does kill 1 probe. Looks like it's 2, and maybe even a 3rd, and then should recall out.
And he loses
Fails the recall.
He got greedy. We've seen this before. And he does get 3 kills, but still, is it worth it? You lose your Mothership Core. You don't have the Time Warps. You don't have that Nexus Cannon.
And does not deny his opponent's Mothership Core on scouting his Twilight Council. Recall instantly here from herO. He's not messing around. So neither player having any energy, but the energy is definitely coming out here first for herO on his Mothership Core. PartinG is not even bothered to remake his. He's adding 2 gateways. And I actually feel like herO's going to have the Robo. Yeah, he does. Because he knows, okay, I've got the Mothership Core. I've got this advantage that you'll never have.
They're asking for pizza again.
Yeah, he wants Kanata to buy pizza.
He's like, is it possible we could get some pizza?
So, at this moment, right, I mean, we've got Blink much faster for PartinG. That's part of where his extra gas comes from the build he chose. He didn't go double gates, he didn't go double stalkers, so he had a much faster Blink, and he's been chronoing it pretty hard because he knows that's his opportunity here. That's what he's got, that's his edge that he has. And with that faster Blink, he may be able to pick this stalker off if he chases, decides not to. And this is really tense. Finds this pylon, but he can't really fight it. If he does, he's taking a big risk. PartinG drops his own robo at home for safety, because he knows there's a possibility of DTs. He saw his opponent's Twilight Council. Uh-oh, Blink's done. He blinks on it.
He's going to get this 1 Stalker. The other one is going to get away safely. But again, anything here, he could actually get another Stalker here. Gets it really low.
One more Blink.
He's going to get another Stalker here.
And he's making an Observer. herO is making an Observer, not an Immortal, and he loses another Stalker. Uh-oh, CJ, one of your best players here is in trouble. His own Blink is finished, so he should be able to catch 1. Almost catches a Stalker here. It's 8-6 right now. And he's just warping in Stalkers. He knows he doesn't have money. He doesn't have time for Immortals. He's going to try to fight fire with fire at the top of the ramp here. PartinG, knowing this is not a possibility to win, he can't force his way up the ramp. Decides to get a Nexus at home. This Observer will actually scout this out. He'll know if he can take a fight or not. Can always see the hit points as well on these Stalkers to see if he can get any good pickoffs.
PartinG trying to be cute, trying to hide on the top of the ramp, but herO with that Observer, he is going to see the army of PartinG and not run up that ramp or blink after any Stalkers. He was trying to bait it. It was a really cool strat. Really good idea, but not quite able to work out there. And actually taking a big fight here. A huge blink forward by CJ. herO.
Yeah, PartinG takes a huge loss here. Blink PvP is so fun.
It really is.
He's continuing the attack. He's got additional warp-ins here. That sentry is vulnerable, and these Stalkers are actually now going to take a lot of damage. Blink or no, so much damage on these Stalkers. Feels comfortable enough to poke a little bit more in retreat, but now he's got a huge gap in the Stalker count, 10-8 here, with the Mothership Core coming as well. 13 now to 8 with that additional warp-in, and uh-oh, PartinG's in trouble. He may in fact lose his Nexus. He has no Immortals as well.
And he wants that Nexus to come up really, really badly. He wants that Nexus cannon. He's going to try to start it immediately. And there it is. And he's forced the blink away by herO, but still, the bigger Stalker count just go to herO, but still, there are Immortals coming out of PartinG here. And maybe he's saving grace in the end if he can get 1 or even 2 out.
If he actually just blinks from the right side, I think this is the right choice. He's got the better Stalker count. And there he goes! Goes in, and the Time Warp goes down as well. Immortal running as fast as he can. Does get targeted. He kites back. The Nexus Cannon participates a little bit in this fight on the right side. Does PartinG have enough with additional warp-ins? It looks like he may just barely.
A little bit too aggressive here by herO. He takes big, big losses, and he will get cleaned up here. Dancing the Stalkers is PartinG.
Dancing the Stalkers, and that's going to be it. 2 base versus 1. GG. PartinG takes a win, bringing it to a 2-1 victory. Oh!
It's 2 wins now, not just 1.
It was that, you know, it's the 2 we saw earlier from Sora, man. It's all about the 2s today.
Sejong's got goosebumps again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He did that parting ceremony. He did that at last WCG also.
Yep.
At the qualifiers.
Yep.
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 Wow.
Oh my
SKT
god.
takes some momentum and eliminates the ace player. I said it the second he was revealed. I said, I think this might be a mistake. I stand by those words. I think this was not the right choice.
Yep, I don't agree at all. I mean, it's easy to say after the loss. herO did put up a good fight. He just made one crucial mistake. He also lost a lot of the stalkers earlier on, so a lot of mistakes actually in this game, but I feel like Hush maybe would have been the better choice here. Try to snipe out PartinG on that PvP.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of a chat here. Talking to Gumiho, in fact. I don't think he'd be the guy, especially not on Sejong, but all choices are possible here. Rather on Outboxer, excuse me.
Yeah, we are going on Outboxer, so
yeah.
TVP on Outboxer, not the worst.
I just don't know if Gumiho's your guy. I'd rather see Byung here if they're really going to try to go for a TVP.
If we do see Gumiho rather, that means we can't have one of Hush or Byung.